Okay, hello everyone. As promised, now we've got another syntax chart. This one focusing on chapter 28, Quintus arrives at Athens. As we said last time, we're going to do the syntax chart for the comprehension passages rather than the main passages, so you'll need your yellow books to go through this with me as we begin on Quintus Atenas advenit. So turn over to page 80. We've got here the syntax chart frame, if you will. Again, word, that will have the Latin word in it. Part of speech, that means noun, adjective, adverb, etc. Case, nominative, accusative, genitive, dative. Person, if it's a verb, it'll be first, second, or third person. Number, whether the verb or indeed the noun or adjective is singular or plural. Tense, present, imperfect, perfect. Voice means active or passive, and the reason or special feature might be something like time, how long, accusative, or it's dative because it's the indirect object, or something like that. So, here we go. We've got 5 different words found in the passage on page 80. Let's look through it. First word is cupiens. So, the ship at last, redigata est, was moored at the pier. Quintus got off onto the ground and he hurried to the city. Cupiens, wanting to arrive there before nightfall. Cupiens, part of speech. Well, the part of speech, we will say, is a verbal adjective. It is a present participle, of course. The case, it is nominative because it's got that ENS ending and it's describing Quintus. Person, there's no person for a participle. Number, it is singular because it's Quintus. It's not Quintus and Flaccus, it's Quintus singular. Cupiens, if it was plural, it would be cupientes. Then we've got the tense. The tense, well, it is present. Voice, active. Present participles are active. Indeed, they did not, unlike ancient Greek language, they did not have a present passive participle. When looking for that, they would use something called a gerundive that we haven't met yet. Reason or special feature, you would say it is a present participle in the nominative case because it's of course describing the subject. So you'd say nominative describing subject, present participle. Quae, you've got, as we move on down, it was now evening, but the moon was shining, which illuminabat, which was lighting up the Acropolis. So what part of speech is the word quae? It is a relative pronoun. Case, it is nominative. Remember, the relative pronoun goes in the case that is required in that particular clause. It goes in the same number as in singular or plural. It goes in the same gender, masculine, feminine, or neuter, but it goes in the case that is required in that clause. Here, it happens to be in the same case as the word that it's describing, the luna. So it is the moon which was lighting up the Acropolis. It's nominative. Tense, relative pronouns don't have tense, so that's not needed. Voice, relative pronouns don't have voice, they can't be active or passive. Reason or special feature, it is nominative because it's describing the subject. Okay, nobilissimum. Let's look at this next bit down, line 5. So, he Parthenona videre poterat. He was able to look at the Parthenon, the most famous temple of the goddess Athena. Nobilissimum. What part of speech is it? Well, it is an adjective. What case is it? It is the accusative because it is describing the temple. He was able to look at the Parthenon, which is the temple, the most famous temple of the goddess Athena. So it is going to be the accusative. What person is it? Well, adjectives and nouns don't have person, obviously. Number, it is singular because it's describing the word temple. Tense doesn't apply here. Voice can't be active or passive. Reason or special feature. Its special feature here is that it is superlative. It is a superlative adjective, and it's describing the object, which is why it's accusative. Die, the next part, let's look through there, and we have the word die going down, 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 down on line 12. So, today I arrived at Athens. The journey was long and not without danger, but at last we arrived decimo die, on the 10th day. So, die, what part of speech is it? It's a noun. What case is it? It is ablative. Person does not apply. Number does apply. It is singular. Tense does not apply. Voice does not apply. The reason or special feature, it is time, when, ablative. Twab, as I call it. Then, finally, we had spectavi. I wanted to shove a normal verb in there to use this as an example. The spectavi that you see on line 14. I hurried immediately into the middle of the city and I looked at those noble monuments about which I read so often. Spectavi, part of speech, it is a verb. Case does not apply. Person, first person. Number, singular. Tense, perfect. Voice, active. Reason or special feature does not apply to a verb. Over here, you'll see that this is the filled in syntax chart. So take a look at it. Hopefully you managed to get them all right. And if there are any questions, you can ask me at another time. Good luck in your exams.